Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Kneazles just as you did with Gerald. The Kneazles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have... You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. At least, that's what...
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
Actually, in light of that,
You've intrigued me.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can... Sure if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. You may have noticed that poachers are
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but the poachers' influence is growing. They're up to something.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if...
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the...
You seem undeterred.
Oh, very... I should be going.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statue.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alohomora. Alohomora.
Revelio, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. That's it. Revelio. Revelio.
The faculty tower is off limits to students.
Revelio.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference.
Experiment. Confringo.
handy resource indeed, your field guide. I've most
Revelio.
give other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had plans.
Revelio.
Not this year, anyway.
I'm part of the Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high...
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Lumos.
I wouldn't. What trickery are you up to?
Revelio. Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio.
That had better not be another student, I hear. You are to be remanded at once.
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Why don't you leave goblins alone, you troll? I'm a prefect too, you twit. That's it. 50 health points. You know you can't do that.
Revelio. 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 Aloha Mora. Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing.
You, my friend. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at...
How many statues are there to...
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted... You have your work cut out for you.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you brought me enough moon... Not every lock is as easy.
Understood.
I appreciate it.
Revelio.
Oh, I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with...
Repulso.
Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Mine now, then, you guys. Hogsmeade, here I come.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever...
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your... And I'll refrain from telling you to be careful.
Of course.
I do. I thought you might be
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband, Aidan, was a friend of my father's. In fact, I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. And you could...
Why does Mrs. Sprottle...
Dot's a skilled potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunate...
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have...
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you...
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken...
Revelio!
You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Sir, is everything...
How kind of you to ask. The name's... I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex... He cut me out of our herbology supply business. I'll show him.
That must have been frustrating.
Yes, it was. Supercilious fool. He's passionate. A venomous tentacular he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching. But no one would suspect a
You said Mr. Lawley was your...
I had an idea to train venomous tentacular. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel.
Why do you need Mr...
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. I'm killing 2 snitch.
I'll get the venomous tentacular.
Marvelous. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his... Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
Seems I need to find... This must be it. This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacular. Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Where is that venomous tentacular? Aloha Mora. Revelio. Lumos. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Incendio. So many spiders. I wonder if they've taken over the whole house. Confringo! Defendo! Protego! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Incendio! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Confringo! Revelio! Revelio. Revelio.
Any luck retrieving a certain friend of mine from a...
Hello, Mr. Barnes.
Ha! Wish I could see... Well done.
Of course.
I shall make an ocean of galleons. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Revelio.
Our children are...
Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
On in. Oh, not so fast. You need to tread carefully in here. Venomous tentacula. Doors always open. You be... Stop by soon.
Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook. Ah, up at Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, dear.
She thought you might need help collecting.
And she's correct.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, thanks. If you wouldn't mind gathering...
Believe it or not, I have...
Oh, thank you.
Sirona also...
Indeed he was. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over... Aiden took ill when he was collecting... The cavern is in the hill.
Sirona said she lived with...
Oh, goodness. I can't tell you the fun we... Talented group. Her friend...
Do you remember anything about...
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. I even included a letter. I know when I read writing from my...
Thank you, Mrs.
Thank you.
Revelio. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Gave the hawk lumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. 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 That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid him altogether. Defender! Protego! Stupefy! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Incendio! Defender! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo! Accio! Glacius! Arresto Momentum! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Defender! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy! Stupefy! Defender! Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Accio! Revelio! Revelio! Accio! Depulso! Revelio! Revelio! This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back. Revelio.
Wouldn't last a week. You see if you can last even a day.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
You're worrying.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Hawk Clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the...
Of course.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle.
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she... especially when it comes to young people. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle...
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice.
I did. Was the Ravenclaw seat? Nothing like the feeling of catching... I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year.
I spotted a letter from you to Miss...
We do. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents are... And not everyone was as kind to me as...
I'm glad I could be of help.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. And for returning this...
Hogsmeade, here I come.